Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining this Pick a Card reading for New Moon in Gemini 2025. First of all, this is the Gemini month. So if your birthday is around the end of May or in June, happy birthday to all our beautiful Geminis. This new moon in Gemini is going to occur around the 6 degrees of Gemini. And there's something that is very interesting about this new moon. First of all, as you know, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So when we're welcoming the new moon in Gemini, we also will look at where Mercury is, right? In order to decide, the energy to understand where this new moon is bringing us to. Now, what is interesting is that this new moon actually is in conjunction with Mercury. Mercury is also in Gemini around 2 degrees. So in the sky, we're going to see these three planets in conjunction with each other. And furthermore, they are forming a very beautiful trine with Pluto. So what does that mean to us? My beautiful soul tribe. This new moon, if you are making any wishes or make any for example, do your new moon journal, right? You want to manifest things. The theme related to Pluto is going to be very, very useful. Pluto represents death and rebirth. This is related to the sense of transformation, change, metamorphosis, letting go of our past chapter and welcoming something new to us. And so I have a very strong feeling here. For this month, later we're gonna do the pick card reading. I'm not sure yet because I haven't done the reading yet. But if your reading has a strong theme with Pluto, this could be a very fortunate thing to you. It's also telling you that this year, regarding, around the time of May and June until 6 months ahead of us, which is around December period of time, ask yourself, right? This new moon is encouraging us to end something old and starting something new, specifically through your active communication, curiosity, new information, and network. And the reason is because Gemini, this energy has a lot to do with people, right? Communication, asking questions, be curious about welcoming new information in. So sometimes for a lot of us, in order for us to bringing in this sense of transformation easily, the universe is saying that you need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to understand that sometimes other people's ideas and other people's ability, right? Maybe it's about their knowledge, their information, even their talent could contribute to your transformation much better than you do everything on your own. So if you have been a hermit, right, trying to figure out everything by yourself, this new moon Gemini could be a perfect time for you to adjust, right, or maybe even change your strategy. Meanwhile, just ask yourself, as what I said about the death and rebirth experience, what are you ready to release and let go of? And this new moon in Gemini would really be helpful, right, in that sense. Now, at the very beginning of this video, I have provided you with 3 different options. You can see them in here. There are 3 pairs of birds. Some of you might be asking me why birds? Well, because again, Gemini, it's about communication, right? Even the symbol of Gemini is twins, right? Talking to each other. And I think that perhaps this new moon has a lot to do with networking, connecting with important people. And for some of you guys, maybe this is about partnerships and relationships. So that's why I've decided to use 3 pairs of beautiful birds, right? You can go directly to your reading through the timestamp that I provided in the video description. Now, as usual, today we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Together with some other tarot cards, we're going to look at what this new moon in Gemini is helping you to manifest. Now, with all that being said, let's get started with our pile number 1. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining this video session. You have chosen this picture, right? We're seeing the two beautiful birds in blue, kind of pink color, and they are chirping in the cherry blossom or peach blossom, right? If you're attracted to this picture, this is reading for you. Now, thank you, universe. Please kindly give us some guidance about our beautiful power number one. Let's see what their current energy is, what could be blocking them, and also what could be helping them during this period of time. Where you are now, Atlanta. All right. What could be blocking you? Pegasus. Now, what could be helping you during this period of time is Athena. All right, beautiful. Now, pile number one, there's a very strong message that I'm seeing here, and I want to confirm this with you, okay? First of all, if you have been focusing on your personal achievement, career success, right, the goals that you have, right? Sometimes, when I say career goal, it does not have to be about, for example, a corporate environment. Sometimes this can be as simple as maybe you have a personal project, right, that you want to bring out to the world. You want to shine and you want to be recognized. If you have been focusing on those professional development, things like that, it's actually the cards are telling you that you're absolutely on the right track. You are doing everything you could at this moment. Athena, as the card that is guiding you, is showing that perhaps during this period of time, what you need is you need a little bit like a wise teacher. This could be saying that there will be someone in authority that will be able to provide you some type of assistance, knowledge, information, right? That will be able to help you enhance yourself. And this is further confirmed by the Pegasus card that is coming out as a second card, which is showing what is not enough. See, Pegasus is talking about your personal freedom and also is talking about the right type of community, right? The type of, let's say, supportive network that you actually need. One thing that I want to tell you guys, okay, people who are choosing number one, this group, when I say you need the right network, right? Sometimes you might be thinking that, but I'm just not a that kind of person who can be friends with everyone. I'm not that kind of person who would just go into a group and I know how to talk to everyone and everyone likes me. Sometimes maybe I just enjoy a little bit solitude, or I only care about socializing with important people, right? I'm not that kind of, I go into a room, everyone is my friend, that kind of person. And if you think like that, you are very right about that, right? This energy tells you that it's right, that maybe not everyone is your friend, and maybe not even everyone can really resonate with you at your level. Because a lot of the people who are choosing group number one, you have a very special soul, if you know what I mean, right? You are star seed, right? And that's why a lot of people don't understand you, and they might not really be able to let's say energetically, right, vibrating with you at the same wavelength sometimes. What you need is just that very small amount of people who can really understand you and support you. And that's all you need. You don't need to be everyone's friend. All right. And if you feel like that, I would just want to tell you that there's nothing wrong with you. Now, the Pegasus energy tells you that, however, you do actually need a little bit like a divine help at this moment to overcome your problems. And I do think that you will, because you end with Athena, which is showing what could be helping you. Like what I said, you are already doing everything right. You are trying to manifest something, right? The Athena energy has a lot to do with contract, by the way. So if you're waiting for a contract, if you're waiting for or something, right, a situation to become more fair, right? You want it to be balanced back, it will. And it's asking you to really seek and communicate, right? That kind of balance with a business partner, right? With someone that you are willing to work with, right? Things like that. Okay. Very good. I'm seeing a lot of you guys are having a very strong mind, so that's good. All right. Now, let's pull one major arcana. Okay, let's see what's the general direction for you and what you need to know regarding your action. Thank you, universe. We have got the Hanged Man. Okay, now this card has a lot to do with patience. Sometimes this card also tells you that okay, you can do everything under your own power, but you still need to wait for the right timing. This card, the Hangman, has a lot to do with the Neptune energy. And by the way, in case you don't know, Neptune is entering Aries now. Okay, literally this month. I think it's either this month or next month. this Neptune energy, when it's changing signs, it's usually talking about some type of divine timing coming to you. So even though you start with the general energy here is a hangman, meaning that slow and steady progress, or sometimes you might be feeling nothing is really moving forward. But this card is actually telling you that a lot of things are working at the backdrop. It's just that you are not noticing it, specifically when Neptune is changing signs. All right, now what happens after that is let's have a look at the progression, right? We're gonna pull three cards from Oracle of the, not Oracle, sorry. Let's pull three cards from the Mythic Tarot, right? Thank you, Universe, right? For group number one, what's happening for the, thank you, Universe. Provide group one. Ooh, something jumped out. Let me just grab that. Ugh. All right, Page of Cups. Okay, new inspiration. Very, very good. Now, again, this Page of Cups has a lot to do with creativity, your self-expression. So a lot of you guys, if you're working on some kind of like creative project, I think this is great for you guys. All right. The Page of Cups is also, in this card, we're seeing this young boy. His name is Narcissus, actually, in Greek mythology. He's looking at the pond and he's looking at his own reflection, right? And he's kind of like, falling in love with his own reflection in the story. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this new moon in Gemini could be opening yourself up towards a new love or new things that will make you open your heart, right? Next card, Five of Cups. Okay, now this card is sometimes representing a sense of loss or sadness. However, one of the things we need to notice about Five of Cups is that you lose some, you also gain some. Sometimes I realize that the reason why we're stagnant is actually because we're focusing on a lot on what we don't have, what we can't have. Let's put it this way. And by the way, if you're wondering, what's the next step for you? The Five of Cups energy usually tells you that try not to dwell on the past, dwell on the things that you don't have or you can't have, if you know what I mean. Focus on what you are able to create and focus again on this Athena energy on top, right? This Athena energy usually tells you that there is going to be a victory out there for you. See, one of the things about this first card that we put out early, right, Atlanta, is that in the story, Atlanta lost his father because his father didn't want a girl when she was born. She was abandoned by her father. But it didn't really stop her from achieving her life success as a huntress in Greek history. So with this Five of Cups, what I really feel about this energy is that if we keep focusing on our old trauma, right? Why was I abandoned? Why was I not, taken care of? Why was I not, being valued, right? When you focus on a lot on those kind of past events, and this might really make you feel a little bit like a victim in life. And so power number one, I think one of the things you need to do is to fly high. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at your life from a higher perspective and rebuild your faith in your value and what you're able to achieve. After Five of Cups, and we are seeing the Ten of Wands. Now, this card tells you to release the old cycle is ending. Whatever that you need to release is ready for you to end that. Do you remember in the introduction, I talked about death leading to rebirth? Pluto trining Sun, Pluto trining Moon, Pluto trining Mercury, right? This Pluto energy is all talking about transformation. Group number one, there's a very strong sense of change, transformative energy that you're welcoming. And this energy will be able to get you out of this suspension, okay? And this waiting period of time. Now, I'm going to get one advice card for you, okay? Very good. Also, I'm seeing a divine timing about 5 weeks. Okay. So whenever you're watching this video, now this video is uploaded around the very end of May. Now, of course, if you're watching this around the end of May, we're really talking about the very end of June or perhaps the beginning of July time. There could be something completely, being swept out of your life, and then you're ready and you have the space, right, to create a new chapter in front of you. Some kind of new old cycles are really ending for you, group number one, and see this as a blessing, okay? All right, one card as your advice for group number one. Thank you, universe. And we got absolutely, okay, we got Sisyphus burden. And this energy is the same with this Ten of Wands. What do you need to release, my beautiful top pile number one? You can't make this stuff up, right? Both these two cards have someone kind of like being pressed down, right, by this old burden, right, old thinking, um, old struggles, if you know what I mean. All right. I don't want to explain this furthermore. The Sisyphus card tells you that, first of all, you do need to bring a little bit divine help from other people. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, as long as what you're asking for is a fair deal. Okay. Oh, something jumped out. Kite vacation. Very interesting. Now, one of the things for group number one is you might need a holiday. All right. If you have been feeling so tired and so drained by whatever that is happening in your life, take some time off. 3 days, 4 days, go somewhere, right? That would be amazing for you. Okay. Recharge your energy, finding this Page of Cups. Okay, your refreshment. And I will highly recommend that you can go to places that are having a lot of water. Okay. Neptune, the hangman energy, Page of Cups and Five of Cups, they have a lot to do with water. Okay, go to the beach, right, or a beach town, right, something like that. Right. Let's get one more. What else do we need to? Oh, okay. First, pay attention to your finances. Okay. Now, this card tells you that you might need to have some financial planning. Okay, for yourself. One of the things about this card, it does not tell you that you don't have money, but it does tell you that perhaps there will be some extra spending that what you need to do. You might need to strategize your money situation. Okay, so have some plan. Do not, just kind of like, splurge, right, your money on unnecessary things. All right. One more energy. So this could be related to the holiday as well, right? When you go on holidays, you don't need to spend $1 million on them. Find someone, reasonable and cheap, but also you can also, feeling refreshed. All right. Final card, we get the bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Congratulations, right? So this has a lot to do with that transformation, right? The blockages that you're seeing, the suspension that you're feeling. Pile number one, I can see that you guys have been through a difficult time. Maybe you have been waiting for such a long time for new things to come to you, right? For beautiful things to manifest themselves for you. You are not too far away from them. Okay, my beautiful pile number one. Take some days off if you need to. Again, the key word for you to break through is to find the help and the connection and to communicate your needs, communicate your problems with people, and you will be able to receive the guidance beyond your expectations. All right. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number one. This is a quick reading for you for our new moon in Gemini. If you like the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel and like it and share it with the people you care about. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. See you later. Hello, my pile number two. You have chosen this picture, and you can see there are two beautiful owls on the picture, kind of white, yellowish. Owls, they're actually one of my favorite animals, and they are actually the sacred bird of the goddess Athena, the goddess of victory and justice. In many different religions and also cultures, owls are considered as good luck, right? And they're the symbol of wisdom. Now, if you're attracted to this picture, this is reading for you, all right? Now, first of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what your current energy is, what could be blocking you, and also what could be assisting you during this period of time for our new moon in Gemini. First card, oh wow, you can't make this stuff up. Athena, I just said the owls, they are the sacred bird of Athena. This is you, leadership, strategist, right? Being intelligent, talent, very strong. All right. Now, what could be blocking you though during this period of time is Eros. Okay. What could be helping you is Orpheus. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Now, one of the things that I want to say is that I'm actually seeing a lot of people choosing this pile. You are very creative. Okay, maybe you're doing some job or personal project that are creatively related, right? And also, your creativity is not about, okay, you tell me to create this, right? And I just do it. A lot of you guys have very strong mind, right? You have your own inspiration, you have your own ideas, you know what is your vision, right? What you want to create. Many of you guys, maybe you're artists, you are writers, you are poets, right? Whatever that you are creating. Athena is already talking about your sense of leadership and your independence. So you are already very talented, right? You have the intelligence and the knowledge. However, one thing that you do need to do is that because Eros is the energy that is blocking you, this is saying that if you already know what your talent is, now is a time that you need a little bit of strategy and plan rather than just going with the flow or always keep something as a hobby. See, Athena is business, right? Business mind. But Eros energy is just having fun, right? I'm not saying having fun is bad, but perhaps for a lot of you guys, this is saying that if you really want your talent and your creativity to be acknowledged, right, to be seen by the society, you might need a business plan now, right? Either to launch something, right, or to take something more seriously. Now, the Orpheus card as the energy that is helping you is definitely saying that you need to know your talent more. A lot of you guys are very, very skilled in doing something, but maybe I feel you're a little bit undervaluing yourself. Maybe you're being too humble, or maybe you are just kind of like getting used to being who you are, if you know what I mean. And you are not really seeing your talent from a different perspective. There's a lot of things you can achieve, my beautiful pile number two, right? The owl people. But perhaps you are a little bit like, thinking, oh, am I really that good, right? Can I really do more? Can I really achieve more? Or is everything that I've done is just what it is? I think bringing in a sense of confidence and fearless spirit could be very, very important at this period of time for you. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, I want you to take your talent more seriously, right? And I want you to know that you're able to use your talent to generate wealth, to generate whatever resources that you want. Okay, very good. Okay. Now, also, one more thing that I want to say is that Orpheus is also a healing energy. Okay, in ancient mythology, Greek mythology, Orpheus was a master healer, and he was able to use music to heal people's pain. So, for some of you guys, I think music could play a very important role during this new moon in Gemini season. Maybe music will be able to heal you, will be able to inspire you. So if you have, for example, some kind of opportunity, right, to go to a concert or to enjoy music, definitely do that. And also, Orpheus has a lot to do with counseling and therapy. And also think that for a lot of you guys, right, the product, the service, right, that or simply sometimes it's your pure existence will be able to bring a sense of healing to the world, right? So don't underestimate your ability to heal the people around you, right? Your therapeutic value as well. Now, let's pull a card from our major arcana, okay? And let's see what's the general energy for us at this moment, right? Thank you, universe. Number two, Chariot. Beautiful. Okay. Now, the Chariot card, like what I said, it is about you need to have the confidence just to do what you need to do. All right. Literally, Chariot is a car that you drive to the war zone. Now, in the modern days, we don't use Chariot, we drive a tank, right? If you know what I mean. So, this energy is about you charging forward, right? Being fearless, right? And being confident. And also, this card tells you to just do what you need to do as long as you think this is fair. This is fair to you, this is fair to anyone else. And don't be overly kind of like, people pleasing or, oh, I can't say it because I don't want to offend people. Maybe I'll just hide behind the curtain so that I don't offend anyone. This charity energy is really telling you and asking you that what do you need to charge forward with? All right. This is your courage. Very good. Now, let's get a little bit further card regarding your progression. All right, my beautiful pile number one. Oh, wow. Three cards already jumped out. We're just going to take that. First card, we are having Seven of Swords. Now, this card is saying that maybe at this moment you are having a little bit, overthinking in your mind. In a good way, Seven of Swords is talking about strategizing things, right? So, like what I said, you should strategize your business, right? Or manifest your ideas in a more rational or more strategic way. So if you're doing that, that's good. However, sometimes the Seven of Swords could be a little bit like we're not really dealing with the situation upfront, right? We're trying to kind of like detour, we're trying to find an alternative way. It's a little bit like what I said, right? Earlier, when you want to say something, it's almost like you're trying to find a million different ways to say it. But you're avoiding being, just getting there straightforward. But let's pull a little bit, see what's the next card, right? Saying about this. This is something maybe you're a little bit kind of like trying to evade or trying to be more diplomatic with, I feel, right? The World card, okay? Now, the World card is a great card to have because this card, it has a lot to do with success, completion, leveling up, right? So this is a great card to have, right? We're also seeing Saturn energy, okay, being involved in this world card. I feel like for a lot of you guys, right? To be honest, even if you're trying to be overly diplomatic about things, eventually you will get to where you need to get anyway. So, right, I wouldn't worry too much. But as a general energy with a chariot, I would say that, just be straightforward about what you want, what you need to do. As long as, of course, based on the condition that you think whatever that you're doing, what you're asking for is a fair deal for everyone. Okay, no need to be overly coy about it. Final card, Ace of Wands. Beautiful, right? New inspiration, new beginnings. Pile number 2, I'm definitely seeing a sense of transformation there, even though we're not seeing Pluto energy here, like what I said in the introduction part at the beginning of the video. You got the World card. The World card is literally the final card in the major arcana, and it is symbolizing a completion, wrapping things up, right? So for this group, I do feel that you are moving on to a very exciting, very exhilarating new phase of your life with this Ace of Wands. All right, from the past, kind of like this darkness. Even when you look at the color of the cards, right? See, Seven of Swords is a little bit like we're hiding, or we're being careful, we're trying to avoid, different things, right? We're overthinking, and through the world to the Ace of Wands, we're moving towards something that is more bright, right? That is more inspirational, and that is more, that it's just more exciting, right, for us. So congratulations. By the way, Chariot is number 7 in major arcana. Seven of Swords is also number 7. Double 7 means news. So again, for group number 2, there's some kind of new messages, new inspirations, right? And I have to tell you that this is not something old. This is not something that maybe you did in the past, right? You talked about in the past, and now we got to redo it. It's not about that. This is definitely welcoming a new beginning to you. All right. And I have a very strong feeling this has something to do with a creative endeavor in front of you. All right. Very good. Now, let's pull some tea leaves oracle. Okay. Let's see what other things are coming to you. We're going to pull 3 cards from the tea leaves oracle for beautiful pile number 2. Right. Ooh, that's actually just 3 cards. All right. So let's just use them. First card. Pin, new job, career. This is exactly what I mean, right? Okay, so new inspiration, new job, new career coming to you. Very good. All right. Now, if those opportunities are coming to you literally within the next several weeks, I will say pile number 2, don't run away from it, right? Chariot tells you that go for it. All right. Number 2, ring. A marriage will take place, either a romantic or a business contract. All right. Be committed to it. All right. Pile number 2, you're welcoming something amazing. Final card, seahorse, family matters. Okay. Now, this card has a lot to do with maybe even things related to where you live. Okay. Now, I'm not seeing all of you guys are moving house, but there could be something related to this new job, new career, new contract that you're going to have, which could lead to maybe some kind of change in home and family, maybe moving, right? Maybe relocation, right? Or maybe even something related to your family members, right? Things like that. I love this energy, all right, for our pile number 2, all right? Very nice. If you enjoy the reading, my beautiful part number 2, remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. See you next time. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining this new moon in Gemini reading. Have a look at the picture here. This is a pile you have chosen. We're seeing two black and white birds surrounded by some beautiful fruit. Raspberry, blueberry, right? Something that is very fruity, right? If you are attracted to this photo, this is a reading for you. All right. Now, first of all, we're going to pull 3 cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what could be blocking you and what could be assisting you during this new moon in Gemini season. Thank you, universe. First card, Mars, courage. All right. What could be blocking you is Persephone. What could be helping you though? We got the moon. Absolutely. Okay. Now, group number 3, there's a sense of momentum and courage that is needed, actually. Okay. Now, the cards of Mars is already telling me that there is a goal that you have at this moment. There's something that you are trying to chase, you are trying to manifest. Could be about a relationship, could be about a goal, okay? Could be about a career thing, right? A project, right? Mars always has something in mind, right? Mars does not like to just kind of go with the flow, not knowing what they want. A lot of the guys choosing this pile, there's something that you really want at this moment. And I'm also seeing a lot of the guys being able to take actions, right, to manifest it instead of just thinking about 70 different scenarios in your mind and just wait for it. Because there's a huge difference, right, between I want it, but I'm not doing anything about it versus I want it and I'm actually taking action to manifest it. And a lot of the guys I'm seeing in this group is that you actually are doing it. So I'm proud of you. Now, because you got Persephone blocking you, this could be saying that while you are trying to manifest something, you're going to realize that there are certain limitations around you. Okay. So this means that not everything is under your control. For example, I give an example, right? Let's say you want to get to a place, right? You want to get to just something simple. Or let's say you want to run 1,000 meters, right? You want to finish that. That's your goal. And Persephone energy is a little bit saying that, oh, but when you get up, you realize that it's raining outside. Are you still going to run that 1,000 meters? Right? That rain is going to make the running harder, actually, right? The road could be slippery, and you realize that, but I didn't do anything wrong, right? I can't control the weather, right? What did I do wrong, right? I just wanted to run 1,000 meters. So Persephone is a little bit like that. Persephone's energy will make things a little bit more complicated, and it's not your fault. It's sometimes it's just because that's just what it is. It's because of other people's convenience. It's because the timing, right? A lot of things like that. So one of the things I want you to do is I don't want you to see yourself as a victim in that situation. I don't want you to think that, oh, I'm unlucky, right? I wanted to run 1,000 meters and now it's raining, right? So, completely, I'm being victimized by the weather. Do not focus on what the environment is. Sometimes it's the same for everyone, right? Not everyone gets what they want in their lives straightforward. The good thing about this energy is because you end with the moon usually tells you that whatever you want will eventually be manifested by your effort. So that's the good news. But it's a little bit like you do have to take a little bit detour to get there. Instead of just straightforward, easy, A to B, bang, finished, you might have to get to C and D, and finally you get to your destination, right? So it's a little bit like twists and turns, but you will get to where you need to be. Because the moon energy Artemis, right, is usually telling you that whatever that you have your eyes on, you will be able to get it anyway, all right? Through determination, your goal-oriented spirit, and your sense of tenacity, all right? Very, very good. I'm seeing a lot of you guys choosing this group, right? Group number 3, you are very goal-oriented, all right? Now, let's pull some cards, all right? From the major arcana, right? Thank you, universe. The Empress, very beautiful. The Empress card is a huge yes card, okay? This card tells you that this is a period of time where you need to embrace love, comfort, luxury. While you are pursuing your goals, do not forget to take good care of yourself. There's always a sense of luxury, right? Abundance, right? Beauty, something that is kind of like just nice and sweet, right? around this Empress energy. So I think that whatever thing you are trying to achieve, it does not have to be about battles, right? Shedding blood, right? And frustration, anger every day and to get there. This card tells you that can you actually create a beautiful, smooth, and enjoyable environment in order for you to move forward. Maybe at the end of the day, you're all gonna achieve what you want to do, but the process is what you have to experience. And that makes a huge difference. All right. Very good. Now let's pull three more cards from the Mythic Tarot, right? Let's have a look at what other information is here regarding your progression. All right. Beautiful. All right. Thank you, universe. Right. Just three cards for our group number 3. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. First card, 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna pull the next one very soon, yeah, but I'm just gonna tell you, this is about you wondering whether you should invest in some kind of teamwork or collaboration. Group number 3, okay? This is a very, very strong message regarding whether you are thinking about, should I work with someone? Should I team with them? Right? Should I involve them? Or should I be involved, right, with them? A little bit like that. 3 of Pentacles is also a card when it comes to study learning. So for some of you guys choosing this pile, maybe you're also considering whether it's time for you to invest some money and effort into maybe doing a certificate, doing a degree, furthering your education, right? That could also be a different scenario. 5 of Swords. Okay. Now, this card tells you that one of the concerns that you might have regarding the collaboration is you don't know whether you will get along with each other, right? And I very, very clearly, I'm seeing that some of you guys have been burned before. Maybe you worked with someone, you had faith in someone, you collaborated with them, right? You were good with them, but then they disappointed you, they abandoned you, or they just kind of like completely neglected your needs and a good faith, right? Lacking good faith. So this energy with the 5 of Swords at the end is telling you that perhaps you're really wondering what this means, right? When you are actually either work with this person, having a deal with this person. Now, because you got the Empress card at the very beginning, right? This card tells you to bring love to the situation. Use your soft skills. This could be about love. This could be about diplomatic communication, right? Use that to soften things down, and you will be able to get the answer you want. Let me just pull one more card, right? After the 5 of Swords. Thank you, universe. What's the advice for our pile number 3? And we got a world card, okay? Now, this card tells you that you will be able to successfully complete things. And also, because the world card I'm seeing here as the card of, because this card is ruled by Saturn, right? Saturn has a lot to do with karma, has a lot to do with cycles. So, pile number 3. What have you learned from the past? This is completely manageable, and this could be completely what's the right word? Resolved through very clear and very active communication. Remember, today we're doing the new moon in Gemini reading. The new moon in Gemini is all about opening up yourself up towards communication, asking questions, right? Say what you're afraid of and explain your reasons, right? And you don't need to hide everything, right? And sometimes I think this communication could be very, very important. And not communicating your needs and your fear is the reason why you might be tangled right up there, like the Persephone energy. And like what I said, yes, some of you guys have been burned before, all right? Maybe like what I said, right? Maybe you have been disappointed by someone. And now regarding this new collaboration or maybe this new study or learning experience, you might be a little bit afraid that you won't be able to do it well, or you might experiencing something that is not ideal, right? At the end, it's not going to give you the result, but don't worry, pile number 3. I think for whatever concerns and questions you have, ask those questions, right? Communicate them. Either it's by writing emails or maybe even say, can we just please, talk face to face, right? These are my fears. These are my concerns, right? What's your suggestion? Can you answer those questions straightforward, right? The good thing is I'm not seeing people lying to you, okay? So I do feel that if you're willing to communicate, a lot of things will come your way. Very good. Right. Also, you got interesting. You got three. Okay, double three in here, which means calming influence. So a lot of the worries and concern that you have will calm down. Okay. Now let me just have a quick look because you also got the world card, which is showing there's a triple three there, and the triple three is giving you us the energy of unity. Very good. Okay. So because you got triple three, this is really saying that there's something will eventually come all together. Okay. Now let's get one card as your advice from Mythic Heroes. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Universe. Just one card for pile number three. Jason, adventure. All right. So again, this has something to do with you entering into a new adventurous experience. And this card is a very encouraging card for you to move forward with it. Okay. Don't reject them. Don't run away from this opportunity. Like what I said, this Mars energy needs you to be courageous, right? I'm not saying it's easy, but by like what I said, by opening yourself up towards communication, a lot of things will eventually you understand that, oh, actually it's not a problem at all, as long as I'm willing to talk about this openly, okay? With what? A sense of love, all right? Empress. Now, let's get three more cards from Tea Leaf Oracle. All right, let's see what other things are coming up for our beautiful card number three. Right, thank you, universe. Any messages, any predictions, right, for pile number three? First card, Vase, Secret Admirer. Oh, wow. This could be saying that during this whole process, right, someone is behaving in a way that they're strict, they're kind of like harsh, right? But actually, they do appreciate your talent. They do appreciate, they do like you a lot. Wow, this is very interesting. Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, so we got a secret admirer, we got a woman. Literally, this could be saying that there's a woman that admires your work, admires your talent, or things like that. Or this could be about someone else, but the woman card saying that whatever that we're talking about is related to collaboration or working together with another woman. Next card, Chairfield. Someone new is entering your life. Very, very good. All right. So this has a lot to do with that kind of welcoming new experience, new people, new relationships, right? New collaboration energy there. I mean, when we even look at the Empress energy, there's a very nice divine feminine energy in there anyway. So a lot of you guys actually, this is about a woman, okay, needs to work with you or she appreciates you, right? But just open your communications with her, all right? Try not to make assumptions, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just on your own, all right? Very, very beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, my beautiful pop number three. This is your quick reading for our new moon in Gemini. If you enjoy the reading, please subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful week. See you later.